All right, welcome to SP 341. This brief intro will overview the course goals, give you a general look at the assignments, and explain some rationale for the required texts. I'm going to go over the syllabus and schedule in brief, so it helps to have one handy. I'll begin by saying that television is changing as we know it. With evolving technology and patterns of viewing, there's a shift in what we watch and how we watch it. So this course is a snapshot of that change at this moment in history. Your goal in this class is to understand and evaluate TV, to go from being a passive viewer to an active consumer of television. SP 341 is a course in television criticism, and you're going to be exploring and writing about TV from 4 different perspectives. The first is the business of TV, where we look at the economics of the networks and the cable stations. The second is the form and production, how TV shows get made and what techniques are used to enhance viewer engagement. The third is TV, story, and genre. What types of stories get told and how form impacts that story. The last is representation and what these images that we're seeing on television mean for our culture. Now we're going to screen many shows over the course of this semester, but the main focus is the first season of the excellent NBC drama Friday Night Lights. This show is less about football than it is about the population of the high school town in Texas where the school is located. I think you'll find that it's relatable to anybody who has recently graduated from high school, anybody from a small town, maybe anyone who likes football, or people who like dramas as a genre on TV. There are a few reasons why we watch Friday Night Lights. The first is that it offers a really broad range of the visual narrative techniques that we discuss in class, maybe a broader range than any other television show. It also helps us examine story structure and how that structure changes over the course of the season and how our relationship with a show evolves over the course of the season. And finally, it gives us a common context from which to draw from, something in common in our discussions and our writing and evaluation of TV. Now, Friday Night Lights is adapted from a movie of the same name, and also that was adapted from a nonfiction book of the same name. The TV show is 22 hours long, so clearly it can go into a lot more depth than the movie. And although it starts similar, it moves away after the first couple episodes. It's also slightly different than the book in that it's fictional and can do more with teenage drama than what a book following real lives might do. Oddly, I've coached high school football for the last 4 years, so that does provide me a different lens for viewing the show than some people might have. It might give me some perspective into what is reality and what is the Hollywood version of high school football or high school students. That said, I've also studied pop culture for 15 years, and I think it's safe to say that this is simply a well-done television show. And based on the passionate following and critical response, I think most people would agree with that. Now remember, this goes beyond football and football games, and you really don't need to know anything about football to enjoy or to study the show. And I would say that it's on par with other teen shows or teen dramas that you watch on TV currently. 90210, Gilmore Girls, Lost, Heroes, Entourage, you name it. In fact, the vast majority of students really get into this show and enjoy watching it, even if they thought they weren't going to. There are 2 texts we'll use in class. The first is Television Criticism by Victoria O'Donnell, and we're going to read the majority of the book. Towards the end of the book, there is a criticism that she does on the television show CSI. Our critique of Friday Night Lights is going to be similar to that. We'll also have other readings available on RamCT and via web link. The second text is Friday Night Lights, Season 1 on DVD. This is available at retail stores and also online, new and used, somewhere between $15 and $25. I think the easiest thing to do is to buy a copy of the DVD. You won't have to worry about commercials, computer issues, getting online, or any of that. However, you do have the option to download it. Amazon.com's on-demand service has it, and you can pay $16.99 and download the entire season, or it's $1.99 an episode. You might be able to find the episodes for free on NBC.com or Hulu.com and be able to supplement the two. The final option would be to rent or download it from Netflix or Blockbuster.com. In regards to the course requirements and grading, this is a 1,000-point course. The first category is discussion, which is 270 points. And there are 3 types of discussion. We have the whole class discussion, episode discussions where you're going to be put in small groups and discuss batches of 4 or 5 episodes. And then the third one are reading discussions, also in small groups. We'll have module activities worth 120 points, where you might react to clips of other television shows and then respond to that. We'll have module quizzes worth 250 points, about 1 a week. And then a 3-episode reflections paper, 40 points each for a total of 120 points. These are smaller papers that are going to help you prepare for the final paper, and then they coincide with the modules as we move along the course of the semester. The final assignment is the episode critique of Friday Night Lights. This is an essay-style paper, and you're going to be bringing together the entire semester into one final paper. For the syllabus, this is just a very basic, simple overview. So take a look at it and look at it more in depth. Take a look at the details about the objectives for each unit, the assignments, and the overall expectations of the course. Take a few moments and also plan out your semester, because some weeks are going to be more intense than others, especially as we get towards the very end of the semester. However, I hope that it never feels like work, that you're going to enjoy doing the assignments, and that you're going to like watching the show. As always, contact me if you have questions, and as I said, I hope you enjoy the show and the course.